5th Congressional District. All right, well, thank you all for withstanding the rain and for being here with us. I'm Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. I represent Minnesota's 5th Congressional District. I'm filled with sadness, not being able to be given the space to grieve the loss that they have experienced, and not being allowed by the fact that 535 members of Congress could come together in one breath, fully condemn the horrors of what Israelis experienced. And that there is now only maybe few handful of them who could get to the point of saying, we condemn the slaughter of Palestinian children, of mothers, of fathers, of grandmothers. Where is your care for people? How is it that we have a president who is talking about releasing hostages, who is talking about getting American citizens out of Israel, but could not get himself to say, I want to save and work to save the hundreds, thousands of Americans is stuck in Gaza? How is this possible? Wait, so is certain Americans' life important than another? Is the American that is living in Gaza less important than the one living in Israel? How is it that you're telling American citizens to go to the south of Gaza, but you can't tell Netanyahu not to bomb the south because there are Americans there? How is it that you continue to give lip service and hope for a negotiated humanitarian access when it's not happening? What is going on? How are we living this way? I want to say how insane and painful and scary it is. How is it? How is it that we are serving in a body where there are members who condemn us for asking for peace, for ceasefire? The most simplest thing. So many people across the world are calling for a ceasefire. So many leaders are calling for ceasefire. Over 65% of our own population here in the United States is calling for a ceasefire in the latest polling. What are we doing?
The president said that you should resign and the vice president said you should be held accountable for your views. Can you respond to that?
No, thank you.
Then asked about this Wednesday tweet where she said to Trump, "You have trafficked in hate your whole life against Jews, Muslims, indigenous, immigrants, black people, and more. I learned from people impacted by my words. When will you?" Omar took strong exception. This morning you said the president trafficked.
What is wrong with you?
Question about your tweet. You had a tweet saying the president trafficked in hate.
Yes, I tweeted. There's a response. You can run that and have a nice day.
Why can't you explain more what you meant to say?
I'm pretty sure that was stated in my statement.
GOP leaders were not satisfied, demanding she lose committee spots, even though they have been mostly silent about Trump's inflammatory racial rhetoric. Still, Trump went even further.
I think she should resign from Congress.
The chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, who has been critical of Omar's words, would not say whether she should be removed from his panel.
I'm not commenting on anything.
At a hearing today on Venezuela, Omar engaged in a contentious exchange with Trump's special envoy, Elliot Abrams, who wanted a chance to respond to her criticism.
I fail to understand why members of this committee or the American people
should find any testimony that you give today to be truthful.
If I can respond to that.
It wasn't a question. On February, that was not a question. That was I reserve the right to my time.
It is not right.
That was
Members
not
of
a
this
question.
committee